Are people across diaspora thinking, oh my goodness, I need to register to vote? People will always give excuses of why they did not register, which is why I am afraid of easy stations ikifunguliwa zote.
Yes.
And then now we are getting only, kuna some stations that maybe might get 200 people registered.
Maybe if we give them remote stations, aka sit in your house and go into a portal.
Yeah, and I hate saying this, but I doubt if your average diasporan, if you're talking to them, they're even worried about if they'll register to vote.
Wow.
2027 is approaching. It's approaching fast. And we have been talking about diaspora priorities. And I've always been curious, do diasporans even know what priorities they have? Like, hata kama ni politicians wanakuja, wanauliza issues zenyu ni nini? You know, like, do diasporans really know? Or do we just go by the wind? You know, like...
Voter registration.
Okay. So tell me about voter registration, Mika.
Voter registration. Unajua kwanza saa hii tunafaa kuvote in 5 days. According to the court.
Yes. According to the ruling that came in today.
Yeah, so your ruling, hata mi sijaelewa vizuri, you know, like that's something I think...
But at the same time, wame postponed.
Yeah, at the same time, pia may postpone.
Yeah,
because like Wanjigi walishafanya press conference.
You can't enforce that thing.
Yeah, but...
So let's assume we got to vote in 5 days. Yeah. But if we got to vote in 5 days, hatukupiga kura wengi.
But now...
Kwa sababu hatujakuwa register. So watu wa diaspora, number one thing we have to figure out is voter registration, right?
But Mika, when you talk about voter registration, is it your priority or is it a diaspora priority? Are people across diaspora thinking, oh my goodness, I need to register to vote?
No, unajua nini? People across the diaspora, if they were given a chance to, if voting was made easy for them, they would vote. They would think about that. But then also, number two, the most thoughtful, the most thing that is in the thoughts of the people of the diaspora, ukwani the well-being of their family back home. It doesn't matter, like it's a broad umbrella on that well-being. But number one thing ukwani, okay, kuna mwenye analipa medical fees, kuna mwenye analipa shule, kuna mwenye anatuma tu upkeep, kuna mwenye anatry kutoa familia yake kuipeleka to a better place. So the well-being covers a lot of it, but it's usually family, which goes to remittance ya kutuma do home, na cost of living ya home, na quality of life ya home ya kila mtu.
Yeah, but maliza Mika.
No, I'm just saying, but if you give the people here a chance to vote, if you made it easy for them to vote, they will vote in droves.
I don't know. I disagree with you. But let me let Bandio first say, you know, like contribute what you wanted to contribute. But I'll tell you why I disagree.
Yeah, I don't think it's about the, you know, whether the process is easy or not. I think it's the consequence of doing it or not. Because when Nala goes down or when Wave goes down, watu wanatafuta alternative ya kutuma pesa. Because they know if you don't send it, what's going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure kama ingekuwa ni is just the system or, you know, the process, everything. If it was that necessary, watu wange force their way kupata the better way, au wangetafuta another way. But there are times system iko down, right? M-Pesa ipokei, nini ipokei, watu watakwenda tatafuta, tatuma, you know, Western Union or something, because wanajua consequence ya hivi vitu. When it comes to ushiriki wa diaspora back home, one, unfortunately, most of us, tuko kwenye first generation, second generation, we don't exactly know tunataka kufanya nini. Sisi ndo wale huwa tunakufa, tunataka kujenga nyumbani and then unafanya kazi 3 kwa siku and then unakufa kwa sababu, you know, and we're not sure if we want to stay here, tunataka kwenda kule, you know, we're somewhere in between, tuna watoto huku, tuna wazazi kule, you know. So you find generation yetu haija define exactly what they want. Actually, Mika aliposema kwamba, you know, millennials sisi ni worthless, amenifanya nimefikiria sana sometimes kuhusiana na hili, and I think majority pia wako katika hiyo range. So I feel like yes, maybe wangeweza kufanya system ikawa a bit better, ila commitment sioni.
But I think, you know, like where I have doubts. I know the process has not been that easy for voter registration, you know, like especially like hata kuambia watu in advance that tutakuja, the registration window will be from a certain date to a certain date. The notice is usually very short. That we can be in agreement, but what, you know, like makes me sometimes, you know, like even scared of when these other spaces are gonna be opened up, Dallas, Seattle, and these other hubs that have a lot of Kenyans. What makes me scared is that I'm looking at the hubs that already had Kenyans, and how many people actually went to vote, because that is 100% accurate opinion poll. Me always say, you know, like voting is 100% accurate opinion poll. So in the US, I wanna say we might be like at most maybe 300,000, hata 300,000 labda tumeenda mbali sana Kenyans. Yes. Well, what number do you have, Bandio? Oh no. Hizo numbers, hizo ni kaya za
Are you talking
Bunwasi.
about total number?
Population
of
of
voters?
Kenyans. No, population of Kenyans in the diaspora. Ile number 1 million ni hekaya za Bunwasi na visa vya Alfulela Ulela.
300?
Yes, because total number of Africans were, you know, like African born, according to the last census, was around I think it was 2 point something million in the US.
You know,
So think about
Nigerians,
it. Include everyone,
Liberians.
Mbaka Cape Verdeans.
2 million.
It's 2 point. Yeah, this information. It's there on the Census Bureau. So think about it. If kuna 1 million Kenyans, that means 1 in every 2 Africans in the US is a Kenyan, and we know that that's not the case. In fact, even 300,000 easy numbers. These numbers that are sometimes thrown around by influencers. I always ask them, please, you know, like tell us where you're getting your numbers from. Me, 300,000 is on the higher side. So let's give it 300,000.
Okay.
So kuna 300,000 Kenyans.
Hii hapa inanipa 150 to 165.
Angalia sasa. That's why I told you 300, you know, like is higher. And I think the reason why like 300 kuna watoto wamezaliwa who've not been registered as Kenyan.
Oh no,
So-
these
so-
are talking about people born in Kenya.
People
living
born
in
in
the
Kenya,
US.
yeah.
about
So I think me, I'm
165.
counting all of
All
them.
of them, okay.
At most tumefika. We are not as many as we want to imagine we are. But sakati yao 300,000, the total number of registered voters across the world, not even in the US, was 10,444. This is the entire world. Qatar, all the places that were registering
Uganda.
voters. Yeah. In the US, I think maybe we might have tulifika 1,000.
Were we 1,000? We were 1,000 or 700
No,
allowed to
no,
vote,
no,
right?
no. The ones who voted across the US
Was
were
3
700 and something.
Okay, and
The
so
ones
the
who actually voted.
registered was what?
Upper DMV, I think we were the highest with 3 something, 300 and something.
Got it.
Ukienda ile picnic ya kunaitwaje huku Baltimore, Gunpowder Park.
Yeah.
There's more people.
Normally we're 1,000 people
Yes,
there. Yeah.
there's more people.
Yeah, this year.
than the people
Even this year, we were many.
than the people who came
Were
to
many.
vote, and that's the reason why I'm saying, so hii kitu, you know, like remember, you know, like people will always give excuses of why they did not register, which is why I am afraid of easy stations ikifunguliwa zote.
Yes.
And then now we are getting only kuna some stations that maybe might get 200 people registered.
Maybe if we give them remote stations, aka sit in your house and go into a portal.
Yeah, so unaona now, if we have if in Kenya if we have 20 million, if let's say 20 million, I think it's expected to get to 20 million voters this next election. So for us to get 1% of 20 million is 200,000. So even to get, you know, like 1%, we need 200,000 people to register, you know, like across the world. across the world, we can say maybe there's 1 million Kenyans. If 1 in 5 register, then maybe we might reach to 200,000 and we can become a swing vote. Right now, we're having a problem of even getting...
Give you 1% in swing vote, eh?
Yeah, 1% is swing vote.
Yeah, no, yeah.
In a close election.
Yeah, because that 200k is a lot.
Yeah, in a close election, 1% ni swing vote. The Somalis have learned that in Minnesota, na sasa Waarabu pia wamejua hiyo story in Michigan. Yeah, they've been flipping all kinds of seats with their swing vote. So that's my worry when we say diaspora voting is a priority, because to me a priority is something that's in people's minds.
That's not there.
I doubt if and I hate saying this, but I doubt if your average diasporan, if you're talking to them, they're even worried about if they'll register to vote.
Wale watu wa fan club
So,
pale